we're back for day 2. Today I'm going to be designing a game inspired by a random book in my shelf, which I spun the little wheel, and I got the official Moomin cookbook, which I love flipping through. It's really cute. It's got a lot of little doodles. It's got little flavor text from Moomin Valley. And so I was thinking very cozy, and I was thinking very cooking as a meditative type of thing to do, as a relaxing thing to do. I just came off of a lot of mindfulness stuff because of New in Town, and so I was thinking small, very small. I was thinking very, very, very tiny, gamified recipe, because recipes often have online, they have a bunch of blog text in between where people are like, oh my god, I do not want to hear your life story, and I'm like, but sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's cute like this. So I was like, okay, let's, instead of blog text, let's maybe do some related to the steps of the recipe, kind of gamified self-care mindfulness. I like that stuff. I think the first time I really got to experience it was playing A Little Indulgence by Dark Jaguar. I'll link it. And so that's kind of an inspiration point, I think, for me. First things first, though, I have to go to the doctor for my shoulder, and then I'm gonna be gamifying a recipe, and of course we're gonna make it Mexican as hell, so I'll be gamifying a recipe for caldo. Have to film from a slightly different angle. Oh my god, my voice is doing that thing again. I just had more butter chicken. Because my shoulder hurts like a bitch. Because the doctor was testing it. And he really tested it a lot. So I wanted to show you guys some of the Moomin cookbook so that we can get some vibes from the Moomin cookbook for you guys. Okay, wait. So I think that she's so cute. I agree. Everything fun is good for the stomach. That is so nice. It's so cute. It says this cookbook is fun for the whole family, or for the entire family. Please be safe and make sure that any recipes attempted are done so either by an adult or under adult supervision. Obviously, I think that we're a little past that. I think that we probably don't need further adult supervision because we are the adult supervision. But look how cute. I just wanted you guys to see kind of the vibe of the inspiration. I have been wanting to make, wait, where is it? It's, I have not made, I'm going to admit, any of these recipes because I got this book when I want to make this so bad. Because I got this book when I was leaving college, but then it had to go into storage, I think. And then I just did not get to, but it's very cute. It's got the occasional bit of flavor text that I mentioned, where it's got sweet excerpts from Moomin Valley. Every recipe is themed, and it has an absolute ton of recipes, a ton, very sweet forward, some tips. Wait, where is the, oh yeah. So it has, you can see, a ton of recipes. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. So while I was at the doctor's office, I had my phone with me, and I was able to kind of noodle a little bit what I want this to look like. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up on the iPad. So we're going to be making caldo, which I looked up my own notes, my recipe notes, to be what do I have for my caldo recipe? What does it say? And and I just kind of cook it from memory and feeling, and I have a couple notes, and they're really ass. They're so incomprehensive. The list has very few actual measurements in it. Measurements is just the amount of vegetable, really. But the original I think the original instructions that I wrote down were 2 chicken, which is 2 chicken breasts, first to boil 35 minutes with onion and broth and garlic. And what I meant was first put in 2 chicken breasts with the onion and the broth and the garlic and bring to a boil. But I know what it means, and so I wrote it down like that. And then the only other ingredient is then with veggies, another 15 with plenty of salt, which means that after you've boiled everything for about 35-ish minutes, which I was at the top of a mountain when I did this, so the boiling times may vary. Then you add the rest of the veggies from the ingredients, and you wait another 15 minutes-ish with, salted to taste, plenty of salt. And that's the whole recipe. That's the whole recipe I had, so I'm expanding upon it a little bit to make it a little bit more understandable and nice. And then in between the steps, I'm adding some little gamified self-care and flavor text. And hopefully, even though it's already like 4 p.m. because it took so long at the doctor's, but then I hope I still have time to make it cute and illustrate it a little bit. I want it to be a one pager, so fingers crossed. Actually, we'll share one more thing from the original ingredients list is that in the ingredients list it said pantry chicken, a spoonful broth powder. What that means is in my pantry I have chicken broth of which I need a spoonful. Amazing. So I think it's done. It's supposed to be tiny. It just feels weird to be looking at something that's like a page or something and be like, it's done. I'm like, it's literally a one pager, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm not used to that. So, okay, sure, remix. She's done. The recipe is simple. It's a simple soup. It's nice, it's warm, it's cozy, it's tasty, but it's very easy to make. That's the point. And the reflection is supposed to be also very simple. I am now going to illustrate it because I have the time to, because I think it's about 6 p.m. now. It took a bit to translate the recipe into something that other people outside of my head will understand. And then on top of that, I wanted to add, of course, like reflective exercises and stuff to do in between or along with the cooking. So I think it should be fine. And now I get to do well, I guess the other favorite part, because I was going to say my favorite part, but I was like, but I love game design. That's the whole point. So game design and layout design and illustrating are all my favorite parts. And now I get to do another one. So there's that. And I hope everybody enjoys it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the illustrations for this one turn out and how the one page layout ends up looking. Crossing my fingers that it looks cute and good and like legible and nice. Legible and nice, very important. So that means that I'm now going to curl up and get comfy and have a little treat, have a little ice cream, and start illustrating and probably put on something nice and comfortable in the background, which translates to like probably a really fucked up movie like Saw or Saw 5 or Saw 6 or Saw 7. I think I might watch Saw 7 actually. It's been a couple weeks. I meant to listen, I put it in the writing too, I meant to listen to like cozy, folksy type of music while I made this, but I ended up just blasting Cat's Eye the whole time. So, I forgot that the reason I keep wanting to watch In the Flesh and putting it off, like rewatch it, oh my god, my voice, is because it makes me cry. But, in good news, I drew an onion that I'm quite proud of. Who's been cutting onions in here? That show is so sad. Oh, that show is so sad. I was on episode 3. If you've seen it, you know. You know. Anyway, it's part of the blog. I literally started, I was like bawling and I was like, wait, I still have to film. So, that's that on that. Let me wipe my face and do the rest of the blog. I feel like the marketing for this game should be, you ever want soup? You want soup? You can make soup. You can make soup right now. And also ground yourself and do some small mindfulness exercises with the soup. And at the end of it, you have soup. And maybe some peas, but soup. Soup. All of that to say, day 2, successful, gamified self-care soup recipe, and why not, is out and done. It's called A Warm Comfort. It's got mindfulness exercises tied in with the steps of a very simple Mexican soup recipe for caldo. It just means soup. It's a chicken and vegetable soup. Please don't ask me how to make it vegan. I feel like you can get there yourself. And yeah, I'm happy with it. It's cute, it's short, it's tiny. It's good for me to prove to myself that I can do tiny little things as well. And not just like massive games or things that like totally get away from me. So that's really nice. That said, tomorrow's game is quite sizable, but it is a hack, not a complete original system. So I'm hoping that that makes it okay, because I actually really only have time in the morning to do that. So I'm gonna be hitting the ground running, I hope. I really hope to do tomorrow's prompt. But let's stay in the present. I really, really like the game. You should totally go pick it up. You should go pick up my game. If you did pick up the game yesterday, you should totally pick up that game and also this game. But yeah, I'm proud of having come up with something inspired by a cookbook. I think it's a big part of like this design week is trying also to continue to flex my creative muscles and making myself come up with a bunch of ways a game can be, and also a bunch of things that can inspire a game that you might not have expected. So I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.